Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A, where I do gardening related videos. It's Sunday and it's time for a Sunday walkabout. All right, guys, so we got some rain last night for a few hours. We got some really steady rain. It wasn't hard, but it was steady for maybe 3 or 4 hours. So I'm happy about that. It has been a really dry April anyway. Usually April has a lot more rain coming in, and April showers do bring May flowers. But here we are pretty much at the last week in April, and there really hasn't been a lot of rain, but still nothing to complain about. Let's see what's going on in the garden. All right, guys, starting out, I planted up my edible garden. I've planted seeds for okra, jalapeno pepper, sweet pepper, beans, tomatoes, cantaloupe, onions. So hopefully they'll do well this year. I have this netting thing over it because the chipmunks like to dig my stuff up. And I just did it a couple of days ago. I was yapping away and the mic died on me and I didn't even realize, and don't have the content to show you that I did this, but I did plant them by the seed. You guys know when it comes to the edible garden, I try to plant by the seed because I get to really choose what I'm planting. And they haven't sprouted yet. It's only been a couple of days, but I definitely will keep you updated as to how they do. I got this netting here from Amazon. I have my little markers in there showing you exactly what I planted. You know, so definitely when they get mature enough to take this netting off, it's still, I mean, the chipmunks are still going to try to dig stuff out. There's nothing I can get away from, and I can't keep these nets on there forever. But I'm just so happy I finally got them planted. You might have seen a video yesterday where I told you I went to my county's annual Master Gardener sale and I bought a bunch of stuff, right? And some of those things I said I was going to put in a container, which I did off camera. I did those. So here is the Angel's Trumpet. I did buy a pink and I bought a yellow, right? So I put them in here. This is my first year with them. I'm not going to put them in the ground. First of all, I don't have any space to put them in the ground, but I'm going to keep them here for now, see how they do, and then I'll transplant them otherwise. This is the common milkweed that I have in a container too. And then I have an empty container here that I don't know what I'm going to put here yet, but this is some of them. And then further up here, I have some other plants that are going to stay in the container for now. The ageratum, I still haven't transplanted it yet. And this guy here, which is a curcuma, this is a torch lily that I thought that thing has died. I actually told my Lowe's professional that, you know, I killed it off. Like I didn't mean to kill it off, but guess what? It's coming back. This was outside all year, guys, in the winter, in all that freezing temperatures we had. It is hard to zone 8. In theory, this is not supposed to come back after the kind of winter we had, but that's the thing about these plants, guys. They are going to surprise us sometimes. So hopefully it will be okay for the rest of the season. An update on my peonies. One of the Vogue buds opened up. This is what it looks like. Most of them have not. Right, but this is what the Vogue peony, one of my favorite, because this looks really, really nice. It looks so heavenly, so pure, really, really nice. I love it. And then the other ones, they're still making their way open. Now, remember, this one here is the Alexander Fleming I just bought. It was all budded up. So this is what it looks like. So now I know for sure it really looks like that. I will definitely put it in its final container. Because, of course, you guys know when I buy peonies, I wait to put them in their final container because sometimes, you know, you buy the wrong thing. You're thinking you buy one thing and it's another. But this is the Alexander Fleming I got from Lowe's for $8. Here are a few more that I gotten from that plant sale, which includes 2 of the Miss Huff Lantana, 3 of the Black and Blue Salvia. And I also picked up a Virginia Sweet Spire. I have 2 of these already, but I figured let me get another one. All right, so I'm in the area with my German bearded irises, and look what's blooming, guys. This is the Sharp Dressed Man, one of the rhizomes I had bought a year and a half ago from Lowe's for $4.78. And it is blooming and it's looking great. It has a lot of buds. Very, very happy. Now, right next to that one is another one over here that doesn't look like it's going to be one of the ones that I actually thought I was going to get, because I had bought Decadence, Blue Tide, Dangerous Mood, and this guy here, which is Sharp Dressed Man. But it's turning out that they're not, some of them are not what I wanted, which is okay. I'm not complaining one bit. This yellow guy here that I need to cut back, I showed you him last week. I didn't buy that color. The hope was to buy the Decadence and the Dangerous Mood, but they're turning out to be a welcome surprise. I'm not worried about it, but I do notice, and that happens sometimes. Sometimes when you buy these rhizomes and roots and corms, it's not what you think. Right next to that is one of my reliable braided iris. This is the very first beaded iris I have in my garden, guys. And this one is a purple guy, right? I had this one before I got the YouTube channel, so I wasn't paying attention to names of irises, to be honest with you. But this beauty here has been extremely reliable for me. It is completely budded up, and to be honest with you, it's time for it to be divided. When I bought it, it only had 2 fans, and which is what they call the foliage for iris. But here we are. This plant is huge. Definitely time for a division. Let me know if you have beaded irises and how they do in your yard. But again, I'm still happy that I got one of the correct ones so far from when I bought those rhizomes. This again is the Sharp Dressed Man. All right, so I'm at the front of the house and I'm happy to report that I'm pretty much done with the slope garden, guys. It's been a work in progress, but I am finally done. Now, one last thing I'm going to do is actually I'm going to have to buy something to keep the mulch in, because you can see, because we've got a lot of rain, the mulch is moving. So I think what I need to do is I need to buy something to keep the mulch in, because really all I have is just rocks holding up everything. Well, it's not holding up everything, but the rocks are what are at the edge of the bed, right? So I need something to hold that mulch in for when we get all these rains. I put in some Happy Returns daylilies, which are taken well to it. This is what they look like. These are a dwarf daylily. And as you know, daylily only lasts a day, and they have this nice yellow, right? So I have a couple of them. They are all budded up, but I'm very happy to report that I'm finally done with this slope bed. On to the side yard, guys. Everything's looking great. Nothing to complain about. Everybody's growing. Nobody has died. Very, very happy about that. I also want to point out some roses. Now, some roses are all budded up, guys. Very happy to report that. Now, look at this rose here that's going to put on a show soon, right? All budded up. Here's another one that's all budded up. So I have reds and yellows. This one might be Sun Sprite. It's nice yellow. And here's another one that's budded up, right? Here's a white one right here. So very happy to report that things are looking great in the garden, guys. Now here are my knockout roses that are very, very reliable, right? They are putting on a show. I can't wait for them to get really, really big so they can really take over that space. Here's one right here. And here's another one right here, looking absolutely amazing. No sign of anything gnawing on it, no blight, no disease or anything, all budded up. Here's my moonshine yarrow. Can you imagine when this actually turns completely yellow? The butterflies and the bees are going to love it. Love yarrow because they can take the heat and they have this flat surface where the pollinators can really enjoy that. And then I have some other red hot pokers coming through right here. That's going to be nice for the hummingbirds. This is the 3rd year for this cat's meow nepeta. Comes back every year reliably, looking absolutely amazing. The bees sure do love them. Sometimes I see them jumping from one flower to another. Really, really nice. This is one of my salvia black and blue that came back. I had gotten this from the folks of Gora Outlet and they came back. I had another one that didn't because I think I had bought four of them and three came back and one is just not going to make it, it looks like. But I'm just so happy to report that it came back. Here are my Arizona sun blanket flowers. Those are looking great, very reliable for me and loved by the bees. With gardening, guys, it's not all peaches and cream, guys, because here we are. I have to report the death of a plant. This is my color guard yucca that I've had for years, and it has done absolutely amazing. But then the other day I came out here and I saw it was completely covered in some sort of a pest. Things were just flying around it. I don't know what it was. Never had a problem with this plant. I have raved about this plant all the time. It's on a slight slope. It's in full sun and I've been watering it when I water anything else. It is not overwatered. Something went wrong with this plant because here we are. Very, very sad about it because I love this plant. It does well for me in the summer and it looks amazing in the winter. Let me know if you've had color guard yucca and whether or not you've experienced this before. Now, I've had this amongst other color guard yuccas, and I'll show you the other ones that look fine. It's never bloomed, and just this is what's happening. This is where we are right now for the color guard yucca. Let me know what you guys think, or if you have any ideas why this could be. Here's one other yucca that I have right there, and here's another one. All of them I bought at the same time, if you can believe that. And for whatever reason, the one that's dying, he took off. Like he took all the way off and was showing off this whole time. And then here he is dying. I can't imagine that they're going to die in 5 years. But I'm very sad to see him go. They are a taproot. They go all the way down and they have the fibrous roots going across. But I don't know what the story is. But again, let me know. So this is a friendly reminder to myself not to ever buy evening primrose again. Now they are pretty and all that good stuff, but from two plants came all of this. This is taken over this back area here and it's not looking great one bit. Now what's supposed to really be here is just those lilies. See those lilies, all that lilies right here? And I must have put a plant back here because this is only where it's at and it's taking over. Now I need to come in here and literally pull them all out. I don't know. And I did this already, but they still do come back. So I definitely will not buy evening primrose again. The Scarlet Colorama Crepe Myrtle has put on so much foliage, guys. Now, again, I have these in a container because I don't have anywhere to put it yet because I still haven't cut down my Bradford pear trees. These guys can grow 30 feet, but obviously it's in a container, so it's going to get slowed down a little bit. But this guy was just sticks a couple weeks ago, and here we are with this really nice foliage. Now, this beauty here, again, is the Scarlet Colorama. Let me show you the tag that I anticipate is supposed to look like this right here. Really, really love crepe myrtles. They do absolutely amazing in the south where it's nice, hot, and humid. My Rose of Sharons are coming through nicely. Remember, they had gotten knocked back from that freeze. I have Sugar Tip. I have pink chiffon and I have blue chiffon. Now this one is slower than usual, but nonetheless, I'm very, very happy. I'm also happy to see a little offshoot of my Mr. Lincoln rose, which I don't know what to do with yet. I'm going to leave it there. At one time, this used to be the bed where I had all my roses. And then I moved most of the roses and left like 3 of them. And I had moved the Mr. Lincoln too, but it looks like I didn't get the whole thing. And there it is. I'm very, very happy. One of my favorite roses. Smells amazing. I have it nicely in my vase every year, and especially when it's dried and in the house, it just smells really, really nice. All right, another negative to report, guys. My pink Belize Gora, don't know what the story is, guys. I don't know if this thing is dead. It shows no sign of life. The thing with Gora is that I think it's dead. And then here it comes. Maybe it just needs some rain. I don't know. I've been watering it, but nothing's happening from what I can see. And this is the thing with Gora with me over the years. I've had white Goras and I've had 3 pinks. 2 of the pinks have died and this is the last one. All of the white ones have died. So I'm down to literally one Gora in the garden, and it's not looking good, guys. Oh my goodness. And I love the plant. Now, if you go back into my YouTube videos from earlier years, you'll hear me rave about Gora. How Gora is so great and how Gora brings in brings in the butterflies, brings in bees. It looks really, really nice moving in the wind. But then every year is always something with this Gora. But in any case, I'm hoping it's not dead. If by the 1st of May, this thing doesn't show me some sort of a life, I'm going to have to pull it out because this is good space that I really need. Will I replace it with another Gora? I don't know because over the years, there's always something with Gora. But let me know if you have pink Belize Gora or the white Gora and how it does in your garden. I know I talk about perennials a lot, but I have to stop and admire this beautiful blue point juniper. Got this from Lowe's in a 2-gallon for $12 on clearance. And it was small, right? You guys know I have a lot of Blue Point junipers. They're all the way up there as well. But this one here is the best looking and performs nicely, guys. Look how beautiful this thing is. It's very happy where it's at. I will never move these things because I know they don't take too kindly to being moved. How beautiful is that, guys? It might not flower. It might not give you anything pretty to look at, but this nice bluey gray foliage is to die for. I have it surrounded by a bunch of daylilies. It's very, very happy. Let me know if you have Blue Point juniper. Now, junipers do absolutely amazing in my garden. Better than the typical arborvitaes that need a lot of water. Junipers do not need a lot of water. They are okay with our weather, and that's really, really great. And every last one of them that I had bought, they're all alive. All right, guys, that is pretty much it for me here today. Let me know what you think. Let me know how things are going in your garden. Are you seeing a lot of new growth? Are plants coming back? Or did you have any plants that didn't come back? Also, I'm anticipating some rain this week. They said that we're supposed to get rain from Tuesday all the way down to Saturday, and I can't wait for it. That will definitely help me out with the watering. And also, rainwater helps the plants grow faster and bigger. Let me know what you think, guys. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on all my new videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.